Hello, my name is Caver, and today on Bad Taste, Hot Takes, don't laugh at me. We're gonna talk about Berserk, the '90s anime and the 2016 anime. I'm here with Sasum and Shushu. Would
They're
you
both
like?
terrible.
Oh yeah, they're pretty bad. I mean, I actually do like the '90s anime because I like '90s like anime aesthetics.
I
I
thought
don't
the
know.
90s anime, I think it looked good. I just thought it was too quiet at times. It just
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
got boring.
it has a lot of those moments, but then again, kind of. I mean, there are some parts in like the Berserk manga that are kind of slow, but like never really to its detriment. The thing that absolutely carries the '90s anime beyond anything else is the music.
Oh
Susumu
yeah,
Hirasawa did most of the music for it, and he fucking killed it. It's all really, really good, but kind of like weird techno shit at the same time. It's very '90s. I love it.
yeah. No,
Same with all the animation.
when I was watching, I was like, holy shit, this shit's banging.
Yeah, I unironically have a bunch of Susumi Hirasawa songs in my like in my workout playlist. It gets me going. He still makes music, and a lot of his music's like just still sounds like that shit.
Really? Holy shit.
Yeah,
It's
I
his
think
trademark.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to check this, but I think he also Susumi Hirasawa also did some of the music for the PS2 game. Do not quote me on that though. I made it up.
Yeah, I forgot it was a
Resources.
PS2 game. But yeah, it's
I
like
remember the PS4 game. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
the
actually,
PS2.
I think I actually have a copy of the PS4 game. I'm a pretty big fucking loser for Berserk. It's one of the few like shitty cartoons that I actually like, and that's because I read the book first because I'm a Harry Potter fan.
Don't you mean the manga?
The mango, yes.
Kind of being
Um,
disrespectful, calling it just a book.
it's a book.
It's a book.
The book, bro.
This book saved me. It's like fucking Love Live or some shit.
This
You
book
mean-
saved me. It's My Hero Academia.
Your
That,
work
honestly,
saved my
Hero
life.
Academia has probably taken more lives than it saved. Let's be honest. I I was really excited to when I heard about like there's gonna be a new Berserk anime like coming in 2016. I was pretty hyped because I liked the mango and I
Yeah.
had watched a little bit of the Egg of the King and shit.
And then
Those-
it
those
came
were good
out.
videos.
And
And then it came out.
Day
And-
ruined.
ruined.
Um, I think I lost something that day.
You'll
Yeah.
never
Something
get
I
it
can never
back.
get back. Yeah.
It
Something
really
that'll
sucks.
never come
It's
back.
like your favorite like your most favorite thing ever, and then it's like
Actually, yeah, it's one of the it's probably one of my favorite like IPs of all time.
yeah, and then it comes down. It's like this is what you can do, really.
You're
It's
so
a
excited you
disappointment.
ran
It's a
home from
disappointment.
school.
It's a huge
You
disappointment.
ran home
Yeah.
from school, got on your computer, and you're like, "Oh my god, finally I can watch the new Berserk anime. I'm so
The Berserk
excited."
anime
You press
came
play,
out.
and then you went, "Oh."
Oh,
It came out, and I felt like Gust watching Casca get raped. Except I was also Casca.
just feel like you got raped.
Yeah, it really did feel fucking. It really did feel fucking horrible
Gut-wrenching.
to see that shit. Like, Berserk is unironically one of the greatest modern pieces of fiction, and it's hilarious because it's big anime weeb shit, but it's unironically a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
okay.
so at the same time to go from like, at the same time to be like, yo, this shit's actually like it's got soul. And then I was getting anime in 2016, fucking bet. And then it comes out, and you may as well have just bought some figures and smashed them together and gotten better animation.
It could have been like the
You
Lego
could do some
stop motion
yeah,
video.
Yeah,
some stop
honestly.
motion shit. No, yeah.
Everything is awesome, but it's guts.
Shushu actually introduced me to Berserk, and it was like one of the first mangas I actually read. It was actually pretty good.
One of your first mangoes.
Mangas that I read. And then,
Yeah,
and
you went to
and
the
I
store
really
and bought
liked it.
chapter 1, and you're like, "This isn't colored."
This
so you
isn't
got some
colored.
crayons
like
and colored pencils.
the
started to color
drawings
it.
on the panels. The
Oh
drawings
god,
and
you
shit
think
are-
anybody's ever covered in like their
Ugh.
dad's manga or some shit, like some little shit?
Oh
kid
yeah,
colored
I've seen
in?
tons of pictures of
Oh,
like
really?
people's little siblings coloring their manga.
No.
I think it's the funniest thing ever.
I
But-
have to see that.
But
Yeah,
but
they like open a page and there's just like purple streaks all across it because they're like
Oh
toddlers.
no. But the panels and the
Well,
drawings on it are like amazing. Like Mira's fucking
Yeah, the art's
artwork.
really good.
The art is really fucking
yeah,
good.
dude. Kentaro Miura. Shout out to Kentaro Miura. I'm
May
gonna
his-
miss him.
Yeah, may his
Not-
soul rest in peace.
Seriously, when I found out that he had passed away, I think I just kind of went numb for like a
You
week.
went into solace for
Yeah,
3
no, it
days.
was like because like the
It's-
the story was at like a kind of like a crossing point.
It
where,
was,
like,
we were
it was
getting
the climax.
places.
Yeah,
we were getting places.
we were
Well,
going to
anyway,
the climax point like legit. We were about to get
Yeah.
there, but it was
We got
sad.
Casca back, and then we lost Miura.
It got him too excited to get to the climax.
Yeah, Miura's death has been the only, like, you know, you see celebrities die all the
Celebrity
time. Who
death.
gives a fuck? Miura has been the only celebrity death that I've actually like mourned. I've been like, we cannot replace this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. No, I said it. I said it earlier. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
But no, like yeah, it was sad because like oh that shit was about to get somewhere.
Yeah, I saw it on on my phone. I got a notification because on my phone you like get a little article recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
author of Berserk passed away, and I went, "Oh, you just gonna hate this."
Yeah, dude.
It's the first thing I thought about. I was like, he is on his knees right
He
now.
played too much
Yeah.
fucking Idolmaster, bro. That's why.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he had heart problems, and it
Yeah.
just kind of fucked him. Yeah. So I kind of don't know what to do now.
And
Like-
now we're gonna discuss why it was bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna leave the manga alone because the manga's actually
A
good.
different breed.
The 90s and the 2016 anime though, we're gonna tear it to shreds.
If you want to
What-
get into
actually-
Berserk, read the manga. Honestly. It's
Yeah,
really-
just honestly, just read it. You can watch like the '90s Egg of the King film. It's okay. You'd honestly just be watching it for the music. There's the 2010s anime movies that came out, the Golden Age movies, like in 2014 or something like that.
I like the
yeah,
Golden Age
2012,
movies.
2000, like yeah.
They're
it's around
actually
there.
not bad.
They're
but,
It was
okay,
good to
the-
watch after the manga as like a recap of what
Yeah.
happened.
I
Yeah,
guess so.
definitely is. Some of the animation's a bit shoddy, but like honestly, it's pretty good. That's not
Yeah.
bad.
It's
It's like the
It's
UCG
decent.
and shit, but like 2016 kind of went overboard with
but,
that.
yeah, but
and-
at least like
They went
Right,
crazy mode.
it's
crazy mode.
there's a lot of 3D CG, but at the same time they still use a lot of like traditionally animated shit.
Yeah.
At least they didn't combine the two as much as they did in 2016.
Yeah, 2016 was trying to go somewhere else with it, I think.
I feel like
And
the
it-
2016 anime was just a miscommunication between like the animators and the artists coloring the whole thing. Because you have those stupid
must
little
have been
like
something
pencil
wrong.
shadings in
Yeah,
that
they're
don't match the like environment they're in at all.
I mean, I can get kind of what they're going for. Like they're trying to go for like some like gritty but still comic book style, like kind of like Borderlands. You know, they had that oh god, what was they called? It was like cell shading, right?
yeah.
They kind of
Yeah.
try to go for a cell shading look, but here's the thing. If you have a really dark gritty shading on top of a dark gritty environment, it just becomes like some gray blob. It becomes so fucking like it just becomes indecipherable almost. There's so Berserk 2016 had both so much and so little going for it. It's a fucking enigma.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally right about there being too much in like a shot or scene that just scrambles the entire like.
Yeah, and everything's like
Perspective.
gray and brown. But like
Yeah.
it's Berserk. There's only a few parts. You know, there's quite a few parts, but keep in mind they're still very contained. Where there's some bright color usage, quote unquote, in the manga, lol, because it's fucking black and white. But you know that they're supposed to be color. But a lot of it is very dark and moody, and they could have done so much better, but they just fucked the goat on this one.
Yeah, no,
It's
they-
funny though. It's really funny to watch.
I
like
I
watching
think
the
that
movement.
they were trying. I'm pretty sure they were trying to like make up for like detail that Kentaro Miura like had in his manga.
Yeah, Kentaro Miura put in an autistic amount of detail
It's
in all
so
of his art.
much.
It's ridiculous.
But like
You know,
it
he made
had
his
to-
first manga at like 11, right?
Really?
Yes, he was a published mangaka at like 11, and his art was still incredible.
Damn. Yeah. No. Like
actual genius.
I know that like obviously the 90s anime didn't have much detail, but it did that thing where it kind of had some like panel images in some of the action as well, which I thought was pretty cool. I was
It's
like,
a cool design choice, but I feel like they relied on it too much.
Pretty artistic.
Because like, I think a lot of what they did that a lot, and like at the same time, like I don't mind, like go for it. It was a really cool design choice, but they relied on it too much. Like
definitely.
After a while, it goes from this looks kind of cool to you just don't want to animate this scene, huh?
Yeah.
It's the soundtrack from Demon Slayer with the choir sounds all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the first time
thing,
you're
but it's
like,
repeated
whoa.
ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I am grateful though that at least something got put out, because like Berserk is so amazing, the manga at least. It's seriously just it's almost untouchable in its brilliance, but at the same time, like I've never seen an IP both so appreciated and treated so poorly.
Yeah.
Because most of everybody that reads Berserk and knows what it is understands that it is an actual masterpiece.
It is good.
It's one of the I intend no hyperbole when I say this, especially due to the fact that I guess you could say I'm a fan of it. I intend no hyperbole when I say that it is seriously one of the greatest fictional stories written like in modern times.
And it had a huge influence as well. I
Yeah,
feel like a lot of things.
the influence that
in
it's
games
had
and
on
shit as well.
dark fantasy.
Yeah.
It was well, I don't know if we'll ever see anything like Berserk again. So, for people to understand that notion, and then be like, "Oh, I want to go make a Berserk anime," and they kind of just make it look like Play-Doh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It hurts.
They get the licensing for it. They have to put it through like a board. Like, all right, we're doing a Berserk anime.
Welcome to Berserk.
And
we have coloring
treading. It was like treading over new.
We have Dynasty Warriors games.
It was treading over like story that wasn't treaded before in like animation. Like we see the 90s
Yeah,
and the 2000s.
we see the Black Swordsman arc for 5 minutes in the 90s anime, which is cool. We don't see anything beyond that. Like, we don't see the Lost Children arc. We don't see any of that shit. So I was hyped. I was so excited, and that's what they did with it.
Yeah, it was fucking.
Wasn't the horse rape in the 2016 one?
Yes. Well,
yeah.
attempted.
Oh yeah, it was kind of attempted in there.
Rape horse.
Yeah, Rape Horse, remember that shit.
I kind of forced myself to forget that scene. I don't like it.
Yeah, but like
the horse's
you're not
faces
supposed
scare
to
me.
like. Yeah, you're not supposed to. It's
Yeah,
supposed to freak you out.
So I'm normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you liked it, it'd be kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The gratuitous violence in Berserk is, I think I've said this before, not on the podcast, but I've said it before, that the gratuitous violence and just kind of fucking disgusting shit that goes on Berserk is like necessary. The story could honestly be fine without it, but here's the thing: imagine if like My Hero Academia kids got a hold of Berserk, you know?
They'd kill
Oh yeah, I was
themselves.
gonna talk about this. Yeah.
They would see no trigger warnings at all.
We would ruin Berserk. Well, I mean, imagine if it had no like rape or violence or just torture. Imagine if it didn't have that. Berserk could still be Berserk without that, but like, imagine if it didn't have that, and then like My Hero Academia kids got a hold of it and just fucking ruined it.
It's like friends going and have
All
adventures
of them.
together or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Guys, look at my D&D pins I
Yeah.
got. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's a good it's a good deterrent. The violence, all that shit's a good deterrent against like people who like.
It's a shield of cringe.
Shield of cringe.
It prevents
yeah.
it from
the wall
being,
of cringe.
Totally mainstream. Like
yeah, from being, what's the word? It's not mainstream can work.
Popular?
But like.
Yeah, no, I think it is kind of like. Yeah, I think it is mainstream.
Yeah, it's definitely mainstream, but you're not gonna see shit. You're not gonna see like Tumblr kids all over it. You know,
It prevents it from being so easily digested by the viewer slash reader.
It's a good niche,
that
but like
that you
kind of
have to
popular.
like look. Yeah, you have to look deeper into Berserk to actually know
definitely.
why they put all of this in there.
But that's like
yeah.
that it's like part of the story. That's a part of the story as well. Like Miura didn't put it in there because like rape was funny. He put it in there because like this shit happens in the real world. Real life is not fun. It dark
has weight
and shitty. People die for no reason. People get sodomized, tortured, just for the sick kicks of another fucker.
And also, it's there in like kind of like the dark ages of of history. So that shit kind of happened even more.
Yeah, so it's like even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse.
That just happens in real life. But then he's also like, hey, what if you had a soul? What if you wanted to have meaning in your life? What does meaning mean to you? Like he writes a story about real life from a perspective of fantasy and like really grim fantasy. It's really fascinating, especially since like next to nothing had been written like that before Berserk. It really did break the mold on what you could actually do with a setting like that.
Wasn't the original Dark Souls heavily influenced from Berserk too?
All of them, yeah. All the Dark Souls have really
I don't
significant influence from Dark Souls. All of them have the Dragon Slayer in them.
Yeah.
I knew that. You told me about that. You're like, oh, I only use this sword.
Yeah,
I was like, that looks familiar.
Yeah, I only use the Great Sword. It's my shit. It's so much fun to use, especially in
you
Dark
like
Souls
to LARP as guts.
I did make a character. His name was just Guts Meme. And I invaded a dude whose name was Griffith. I couldn't fucking believe it. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, we cannot really fully comprehend the sheer amount of impact that Berserk has had. If we were to go over everything like that Berserk has touched, and people have been like, "Oh yeah, this is from Berserk," like we would probably be here all day. All the sheer influence that it's had. Like Big Sword Anime Boy wasn't really even a thing before Berserk, and I'm talking like Big Sword.
Big fucking sword. I still love the story of the Dragon Slayer. It's like, yeah, what was it, like the blacksmith made a sword to kill a dragon or some shit.
Oh yeah,
It was too big. No one
could wield it. So they kicked him. They exiled fucking the blacksmith into you can have it, and he fucking guts just picks it up. And it's
so
like,
much.
Yeah.
I love that Miura actually Miura uses like character design to convey a story really, really well, and the fact that he actually gave the Dragon Slayer a really good story, I love that. Goto, the blacksmith, is just like, yeah, I kept getting commissions from these shitty piss drinker nobles to make these swords, and they were like, oh, make them elegant, make them refined. I hated it. I got so bored with my work. So eventually a noble puts out a challenge. He says, bring me a sword that can kill a dragon. And that's exactly what I did. And they were not happy with the
It was a hunk of fucking steel.
I mean, and the best part is like Rickart's like, could it actually do it? Could it kill a dragon? And he's like, I don't see why not. If there were any dragons. Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, foreshadowing.
Looks like you have to read Berserk.
It's almost like you. Please just fucking read it. Fuck these stupid cartoons. Just listen to the soundtrack from the '90s one. Please
And
just read it. Don't fucking
read
watch
a book.
Go to bed.
Books are for pussies. Hit the gym.
Fuck books. Books are for pussies. Go read Berserk.
Go read Berserk. Yeah, I always love that fucking the story. I'm trying to remember else. What's something else?
I don't know. I could literally talk about the manga all fucking
Yeah,
day.
that's but
I think
it is,
I've reread it like twice.
yeah, this is bad taste, hot takes, not manga reading session. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. This is an anime show.
I like to compare soundtracks and sound designs in anime.
Oh yeah, I
Just
love that.
'cause I'm a music fucking loser. It's my favorite part. The '90s one, some of the sounds were kind of iffy, weirdy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just because it was from the '90s and they didn't have like as well production equipment as we do now.
It's probably because of the '90s.
But
really.
yeah, probably because it's the
Yeah.
'90s. It just sounds like
very
that.
much a product of the time.
Yeah.
It's very.
Then you go to
very
the
90s.
2016 and like it sounds so much better, but they misuse it every way possible.
Yeah. They had every tool available to them.
Every time we talk about 2016 Berserk, all I think about is the one scene. I think it was from the Lost Children or before that, with the rape horse. I think it was in between there, where there was like the little shadow spirits chasing them.
Right.
You remember this part?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And like he starts swinging at him with the big sword. And they're ghosts. There's nothing physical about them. The sword just goes right through it, but it still makes the clang sound.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't do that.
Why does it make a clang sound? Oh man. I really didn't want to bring up the clang sound because low-hanging fruit, but dude. What were you thinking?
They recorded one sound and went, that's
two
it.
fucking cast iron pants hitting each other, some shit like that.
It's also too loud.
Too loud.
It'll be the middle of a fight scene and it's all you hear for the next 5 minutes.
It doesn't sound good. It doesn't even make sense. Who the fuck was the sound? You know what? I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, look it up,
find out
actually.
who the sound designer was for Berserk. I'll look it up later because I just can't be fucked.
Designer for
But yeah, that
Berserk.
shit was still on. I like I like how when we play Left 4 Dead, I have we used to fucking play with the clang sound for the katana.
Oh yeah.
That shit was fun.
That's great. Yeah, that's honestly so much fun. I have played the Berserk video game. Well, one of them, not the PS2 one, but the one that came out on
video
PS4.
game?
I think it's just called Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. Let me see. I think I have it here.
Berserk the Band of Hawk. I have to say, the Band of the Hawk part was my favorite part of Berserk.
The Golden Age.
Golden Age. That was
It's
my
good.
favorite part. Everything after that, I liked the Lost Children arc was my favorite by far. I don't know. I just found it way more interesting than the other fights. Everything else just got really like confusing to my small brain. The Golden Age arc kind of kept it steady. I was like, okay, I understand what's going on here.
Did they go in
But then the shit hit the wall at the eclipse. I was like, I don't understand anything that's fucking happening anymore.
Yeah, but how much of that is like, you know, intentional? Like, are you supposed to really be able to understand all that shit?
You're not.
I'm just not up to par with Berserk's reader standards.
It just
I'm at a reading level 3, not a reading level 5.
But like I like
reference.
how the Golden Age arc. It's like they slowly feed you like fantasy stuff, like the behelit that Griffith has. They slowly gives you like, oh, like what the fuck is this weird thing? It's like because at first it's like, oh, it's a dark age kind of setting.
It's all one big foreshadow.
Yeah, it's very medieval. It's like
it's
Like,
medieval.
oh, this is just kind of like like
and
if
it
it
slowly
wasn't for the Black Swordsman arc at the beginning, like if it wasn't for that at the beginning, you wouldn't know that this is supposed to be fantasy.
Yeah, they slowly feed you stuff here and there, and then like Zod as well. Like, oh, Zod shows up.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? And then the eclipse happens.
If we were to go by like pure hero's journey, we could say that like right when Guts starts to fight Zod, like right when you meet Zod, that's like, oh, this is the entrance into the special world, and shit's gonna get really, really bad really fast.
Yeah, and the fucking eclipse happens. Yeah, the eclipse happens. It's like, yeah, you're fucked, bro.
It's kind of weird, but I think one of my favorite arcs is when they go rescue Griffith.
Oh yeah, that was a.
I do like that.
And he's fucked. He's fucked.
He's so fucked.
He's just a skeleton with skin hanging on.
Yeah, they've cut all his ligaments. They cut his tongue out. Like he's fucked. And
The-
just seeing Guts just like fucked up over it and just really just breaking down.
That's my best friend in there.
But Griffith's like, you motherfucker, you left me, because he's a fucking, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Asshole.
He's, oh god, what the, man, I can't remember the word. Whatever. He's really self-absorbed and entitled, kind of, in a weird way.
He always seeks for power and shit like that.
Yeah. So he like tries to choke Guts out.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? What are you
but
gonna
he's
do?
too weak. Also, Guts' neck is fucking huge. Yo, all of you fucking losers who want to like dress up and like be an anime character, don't pick a Naruto character. Don't pick any other character besides like Guts. That's the only acceptable body type. Cut off your arm. Gouge out your eye.
Replace it with a cannon.
Replace it with a cannon. Be a man.
Cut off your hand. Replace it with a cannon.
Like it was so shitty to see all that and just be like, oh my fucking god, this is really, really terrible shit. And then to see that little gnome fuck torturer get stabbed through a door.
Oh yeah, you had
And
the
then
thick
dropped
wall.
off into the fucking abyss.
What did you say in the anime? It was like,
Dopamine.
what is it? What does it say in the anime? It's like this wall, this door is like 3 times as thick or whatever. And
Yeah.
and then he
some
fucking
bullshit like
some
that.
bullshit
it
like
doesn't
that, and
hurt
you
anyway.
you just go fucking through it. Yeah.
Because
love that.
everybody everybody underestimates Guts. I don't know why you would fucking look at him, but everybody underestimates him for no reason.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be right back.
He's gonna do
Talking.
it. He's gonna go through that door.
Yeah. I like-
yeah,
Here's my hot take. I liked Griffith.
Griffith's a good character.
Yeah, I think he's my favorite character in Berserk is Griffith,
Really?
not Femto. Femto's for losers.
I
I liked Griffith.
I'm sorry, dude, but Femto is Griffith.
What do you mean, dude? No, what are you talking about?
Nah, but here's the thing. You can see little hints of Femto in Griffith. Like there's little moments that you see like, oh shit, so he is just evil. Like there's little things that he does that's like, oh, he's gonna be like, Femto isn't something that's just brought about. Femto is just Femto
always
was
been
always
there.
he's always been there. He's just been brought to the surface.
I liked Griffith more than Femto Griffith.
Oh yeah, Griffith's great.
I like his bird helmet. That's the coolest fucking shit to me.
Like I said, Mura is really good at character design.
And then the part where he freaking rapes Kiska. Oh,
Okay.
that's literally the best part of Griffith's character arc.
Okay. Yeah, that's not horrible.
You know what I just remember?
Who's your favorite side character? Like
Oh, my
from all
favorite
the-
side
from all the
character?
Golden Age. I know my favorite side character.
Oh, from Golden Age.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to remember.
I know my favorite. My favorite is Judo. The dude who threw knives and shit.
Yeah,
Judo is my favorite.
Oh.
I liked him a lot.
I'm about to look it up. I totally fucking forgot.
I know all of them. Just describe them. Is it the big dude?
I did like him. What was his
Pippin?
name? Yeah, Pippin.
Yeah. Pippin's great.
I liked him. He was really nice.
Yeah, Pippin
It was like he looked like a big friend.
you know the backstory behind like the cast of characters in the Golden Age, right? Like Guts and Casca and Griffith and Pippin and Corcus and Judo and Rickert. You know the story behind those guys, right? So Miura based like all
I didn't
those
even
characters.
answer. I knew you were gonna tell me anyway.
Yeah, I was just in case. Well, I mean, because I'm not just speaking to you, I'm speaking to the audience, and just in case they don't know, I'm gonna tell them. So, Miura based all those characters off of like his high school friends and like their friend group, and everyone's like, "Dude, what the fuck did your friend do?" At the end, I love that.
I liked Bazuzo. Bazuzo's funny.
Big Dick Bazuzo, the 30 Man Slayer. His fucking intro goes on forever. I love Big Dick Bazuzo. He's great.
The Skull Knight dude's pretty chill.
Oh yeah, Skull Knight's cool.
He
Too bad we'll
looks
never
like
get
the
to see him.
villain.
So does
He looks-
Guts.
He looks like such a villain, but he's trying to help Guts. I find that really weird, but really cool.
Well, I mean, he's trying to help Guts because Guts essentially is Skull Knight in a weird way. Like they both have been fucked over by the God Hand, and they're like, all right, fuck these nerds. So like, Skull Knight's really fucking cool, and like that comes down to character design. I think I said it just like a couple seconds ago, but like Guts also looks like the villain. You put Guts and Griffith next to each other, you know which one's the bad one.
Yeah, the one with the
Which
fucking
one's
dark,
wearing the darker color?
the dark cloak, and shit like that.
I mean, yeah, because Guts is a bad guy, but he's a really good guy.
But that doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
You're bad, right?
It's fucking Wreck-It Ralph. That means you're a bad guy, but that doesn't mean you are a bad guy.
It's Berserk.
He
Berserk.
uses children as bait. He almost rapes Casca. He gets a mouthful of
Almost.
titty, and not in a good way.
And he goes, wait a minute.
He assassinates a child.
Oh yeah, I
And
forgot
his
about
Oh, I remember that.
that part always like stuck
Yeah.
out to me. It's like when you went on Reddit, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I know. It's really, really good. It's like but like not in a good way. It's really good in a sense of storytelling.
Yeah.
Like seeing Guts' face after he did that, like just the sheer like terror and realization of what he's done.
Yeah.
I felt that shit so fucking hard.
I don't want to read this anymore.
Especially like at a very like pivotal point in the
Yeah,
story.
it's like it literally could not have happened at a worse time.
Because even like witnesses Griffith's like speech about what you're fighting for
Yeah.
and shit like that. It's like, oh.
What do you think about that speech? I have my own idea about what Griffith meant by that speech, but what do you think? Caber?
Oh. But but I don't know. I still go back to it. Like even now, I still like think about it. Like what did he mean? Because I had an idea before. I was like, oh yeah, you fight for what you want because Griffith's like trying to get higher nobility status, become noble and shit like that. But like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I still think about it.
It's a good speech, but the way I always saw it was Griffith is a liar, and we know this. Griffith's a liar, and he's gonna lie to get power. I think that what his little speech was half true. Like it's not stuff that he really believes, but it's stuff that like you should believe, and he's saying it just to impress the princess.
The princess, yeah. That's
how I always saw it. He didn't see it like as if he's actually giving some big soliloquy or monologue about like what friendship actually means to him. He's just saying it because like he wants to impress the princess so he can get higher power status, and Guts wasn't supposed to see it. And I feel like high key, I feel like Griffith's downfall was all because of one big misunderstanding. Like, Griffith doesn't actually believe that little speech that he gave. He just said it to impress the princess. Guts sees it, doesn't know that Griffith is lying, and takes that speech to heart. It's a good speech. He takes it to heart and finally, like he had been internalizing those feelings that like I don't know what I'm doing with my life. What is my purpose here? So to see Griffith say that, he's like, all right, time to go. I mean, Griffith, I guess, didn't know that Guts had seen his little speech and was like, oh, he can't fucking do that, dude. We're bros. I own you.
Bro. Huh? And then
high key, I think it was all just one big misunderstanding. And now we have Femto.
So and then that spiraled down. That's my little
Guts
fan
won.
theory. Guts won and shit.
It's your head canon, so people can't prove you wrong now. Say your head canon.
No, it's canon. Fuck you.
I'm right, you're wrong.
I'm right, you're wrong. Sources, I'm smarter than you.
Okay. Here's you. Who's your favorite member of the God Hand?
My favorite member of the God Hand?
Who's your favorite?
The one with the like little round round fucking glasses.
I can't get down with those dudes.
No, not Conrad. It's is it Ubrick?
Oh yeah,
Ubik
or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's the one that has the really weird looking smile.
Okay, so there's Ubik, Conrad, Slan, Femto, and
Void.
Megamind. Void, yeah.
Void.
I think I really like Void's design. Like, you know that part when he like lifts up his arms when he's giving his little speech, and you see like he just has like really long freaky arms. I really like that. It looks freaky.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I like Slan because Slan, I guess, is the most she's the most, I would say, interested in mortals, maybe, because like there's parts of the manga where she shows up to fuck with Guts.
Yeah, because her whole like sort of deal is about
I guess like releasing inhibitions and shit like that.
Yeah,
but
carnal desires almost.
Like
root of humanity sort of deal.
Ubik and Conrad, honestly, like character design wise, like they're very distinct, but at the same time very similar. Like they just kind of blend together for me. They're really forgettable, the two of them. The big three, I would say, are Slan, Femto, and Void, because they actually have really unique character designs. The other two just kind of look like balls,
Yeah. Balls.
But one of them's got funny glasses.
Yeah, one has funny glasses. Reminds me of Morpheus a lot of time. I don't know why.
All right, Matrix, but instead of Morpheus, it's Ubik. That'd be fun. I don't know. I think Slan's the most interesting out of all of them. Yeah. Slan and Void, mainly because
you just think she's hot.
actually, the reason I like Slan so much is because Skull Knight roasts the shit out of her.
Oh right,
So
I forgot about that.
in the manga, fucking they're fucking around and oh god, I can't remember the name of it. They're fucking around essentially in the border between the spirit realm and the real world. And Slan shows up to fuck with Guts, like they just kind of fuck with him a bit. And Skull Knight shows up to save him. And he's like, "It's you, whore princess of the Uterine Sea." And I'm like, "Oh shit!
He got
Get
her.
Get her.
Whore princess of the Uterine Sea is the heaviest hitting shit I've ever read."
It is
I
now
fucking
in your book of
love-
insults.
I fucking love Skull Knight. Dude, that's such a
Yeah,
big
Skull Knight's a fucking thug.
He's thug.
Yeah, me and Juicy were talking about him when you were gone.
He goes toe to toe. Okay, so in the Golden Age films, when they animated Skull Knight and Zod's fight, that was pretty good. I like that one a lot.
That shit was fun.
Why didn't they just do the same thing that they did for the Berserk films that they did for 2016?
Was
Why
it a
didn't they
different
just
company?
Yeah, I'm pretty
think
sure it
so.
is.
But why couldn't they have just done the same sort of animation style? Have you seen Zod in the 2016 anime?
It's horrible, dude.
It's awful.
It's atrocious. Dude, have you seen that one where he's like, I forget who was fighting, but I don't think it was Odd, but he gets hit, Gus gets hit, and he's supposed to like crash back, but he just legit just slides back.
They just changed the Z axis
It's
on his model.
it's like you're fucking playing Pokemon and they have like the same
so
fucking
lazy.
scenery. It's to have the same scenery. It's a grass field. Guts gets hit, he just slides back. That's all he does.
It's so lazy.
It's
And
so
it's
bad.
really strange seeing that from a manga that uses motion really, really well.
Mm.
It's very strange, like going from a medium that is not animated. You flip the pages yourself and imagine the movement in your head. How does that have less, or how does that have more movement than the actual animation? It boggles
God.
my mind.
Here's a quick fact about 2016 anime.
But
The series budget for 24 episodes was $4 million.
That's not really that much, actually.
no.
The average late night anime budget is
Wow.
in between 1.2 to 1.6 million.
Oh, never mind. That's a
Holy
lot. I was
shit.
So
thinking,
it had
by
like 4
movie
times the
standards.
budget of a regular
Holy
anime.
shit.
I'm pretty sure.
I was
watched
like,
a
oh,
video.
that's not that much. Because
Pretty sure I watched like a
movies and shit.
video on
Wow.
2016 at Berserk, and I'm pretty sure it was like, it was just like a lot of like miscommunications. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That's
there's no way like everything done was done deliberately. Like there's
Yeah.
no fucking way.
I
It
think
kinda
there was just
boggles the mind.
miscommunication.
Yeah.
Maybe if they
between,
had,
like,
you know,
different
honestly,
parties.
maybe if they had gotten Susumu Hirasawa to do the soundtrack again, it would have been more right.
Make some baller ass soundtracks. It'd be cool.
There's
Hey,
some,
hey.
there's some music in the 2016 that I can kind of enjoy. It's a little bit weird and shitty, but still kind of good. Cause keep in mind, a lot of the music and all the Berserk media is kind of weird and shitty, but good in a weird way. I think there's one. It's like, I think it's called like My Brother or some shit. You know, they go like, "My brother, come join me." That song. It's actually not bad, but it's also really shitty. It's very strange.
Well, you know what they say. A good movie can save a bad soundtrack, but a good soundtrack can't save a bad movie.
Yeah.
Do you think-
It won't make Berserk 2016 any better, but maybe you'll listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Do you
imagine
think-
if the soundtrack was shit in the '90s one, it'd be so bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
pretty bad. Do you think they'll ever make like another like Berserk anime?
I don't know. Seeing how 2016 went, I don't think they trust any companies to do it anymore.
Because
I don't know.
like
I
you know,
I wouldn't if they fucked up my IP like that. I would be like, no, I don't want to do this.
because
shit no more."
Berserk is such like a detail, like there's a lot of details in it, and trying to be faithful to that will like crush a company, like an
Yeah.
animation company.
But it's not that there's animation companies that can't do it. There's plenty of really, really amazing and talented anime studios out
Oh my
there.
god, I love Trigger.
I'm sorry, I've never seen that.
But,
like,
yeah,
it's not that there's studios out there that can't do it. It's just gonna be expensive, and like they just got the wrong motherfuckers to do it, and they fucked up.
yeah, fucked up bad. I hope
do
one
think
day
that
we do
They
get
fucked it up for the rest of them.
I
Oh.
do think that one day there might be a good one.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: now that Mira is gone, we're getting no new Berserk. That's it. We have what we have, and that's it.
That is Berserk.
Well, we have my headcanon.
It keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going in my
My
headcanon.
headcanon. Dude, what if Doom Guy and Guts met? Wouldn't that be badass?
Wouldn't it be cool?
Fuck
Guts and
yeah.
Well, what if-
Casca and Mary settled down in a nice plain field with a nice
Oh,
little
I read
cabin
a
house.
Doujin that was kind of like that. It was a fucking it was like Guts is just kind of hanging out with Casca and their son, and Casca starts like fading away. He's like, why the fuck can't I touch her? And she looks back and is like, just because it's a dream doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. And then he just wakes up.
Jeez,
I've had dreams like that. It fucking hurts.
Jesus, bro.
I'll see if I can find
I
it.
don't wanna talk about this as anime no more.
I'll send it to you, Caber, when you're editing the video, so you can put it in so people know what I'm referencing. 'Cause it's fucking, dude, it's
Yeah.
tragic. Holy
That
shit.
sounds sad. Holy shit.
It's really fucking tragic. It's really nice art. It's really sweet to imagine it, but like, you know, it's not gonna be real.
Not real. Yeah. That sucks, dude. I hope some I hope some fucking anime studio actually like makes a good, decent interpretation
found it.
of it. I found it. Yeah, put it.
Yeah.
We found the new
yeah,
studio
I'll
making
put it
a
in.
new
I'll put it.
Berserk anime?
I'll edit it in.
There you go. This
I'll
is
flash
it.
it on the screen.
It must be a dream. It's too good to be true.
Oh, it's
Oh.
that panel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, this panel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember seeing that all over the place. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
from I thought it was from the Berserk manga.
No, it's Doujin.
Yeah.
Really well done though.
I know it's really well done, but that's what makes it hurt so much.
Yeah.
It must be a dream.
It must be a
It's too
dream.
good to be true.
That's why Guts keeps his eye closed because he's still sleeping.
He keeps it closed because there's nothing there.
It's my head canon.
I do think it was always kind of. It rode this weird line between being kind of badass and cool, and also just kind of stupid that he just doesn't wear an eye patch.
Oh wait,
Like-
in the prototype he was wearing an eye patch. Remember?
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I remember reading the prototype and he had an eye patch and it looked kind of cool, but like at the
Yeah.
same time, he also made it look like a pirate. Yarr.
He's a fantasy pirate with a big fucking sword.
Yeah.
Didn't they fight some pirates? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the. Never mind. I'm tripping.
Bro.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I don't. Oh god, I don't know if we'll ever get a good Berserk anime, but I hope to God that we do, because this is all we've got.
The
I
90s
mean,
one is probably the best we'll get.
well,
The
I
2010
don't know,
ones.
the early 2010 ones, the Golden Age films are really good.
They're
really,
alright,
really
yeah.
good.
I watched one of the Golden Age films. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, the fact that there's 3 of them means that you could actually get more story in there, because like the 90s one is so short, pretty much. Like
Yeah, it's
there's
short.
3 films for Golden Age, which is what it needs, because there's so much in there. It's really good, but like
They go into
not that
compilation
good.
films. I think
Yeah.
the lighting in the movies are really good.
Yeah, they got it down pretty well.
Yeah, especially the scene of Griffith holding the Beharit on the lake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That part in the movie is really good.
Yeah. The Eclipse is freaky.
It's
It's kind of freaky like that.
Which is your favorite incarnation of the Eclipse, the 90s or the 2000s one? I
I
think
think
the
the-
2000s one
Yeah, I
for
think
me,
I really like the
because when you
2000s
see Guts like tearing off his arm, it's really
Yeah.
gruesome.
It's way
Exactly.
more
It's like-
detailed. Yeah.
You get to see him like actually tearing the sinews as he's pulling himself away. That shit made my skin crawl.
Yeah, that shit was. Oh.
Yeah. The 90s one, the the animation really makes the difference of which one can actually carry the horror felt by the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90s.
I bet the 90s one would have been creepy if it was still the 90s.
Yeah. I don't know. The 90s anime is kind of weird for me. It almost feels like a lot of the colors are like pastels, you know?
That's 90s anime.
Yeah.
It's very
anime.
90s.
It's very 90s.
It is so much a product of the times. I love it. It's great. It's terrible. Love it.
It's great. I hate it. Love it.
I love it.
Yeah. It's so good. It's terrible. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's by far for me though, like it's very much the soundtrack that carries it.
Are they gonna make
Oh,
more
yeah?
of the 2016 like the 2016 anime? They just stopped making it now, or
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
there was supposed to be like a
They were
second
planning
season,
on a season 2,
and then there's like,
and then
dude,
they
we
just
can't.
stopped it.
oh
Please
really?
don't. Yeah.
They just went,
So
please no.
Please don't, not anymore.
That's actually the origin of the author's heart problems with seeing Berserk 2016.
You know, it's kind of tragic thinking about I remember reading a story about this dude who his older brother introduced him to Berserk, and you know they would read it all the time and discuss, and his brother passed away while Guts was still on the boat in the manga. So, and keep in mind, like in real time, Guts was on the boat for years.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many little hiatuses. Guts was on that boat for fucking years. So his older brother never got to see Guts get off the boat. But now what do we do now that the author's gone?
Jesus. I don't know.
We'll never
There's no
get to
boat
see
for
the end
Guts
of
to
it.
get onto anymore.
We'll never get to see the end of it, and that's something that brings me eternal torment. I like to think that God has a good sense of humor because it's kind of fucked up, but this is one joke too far.
Wow, for once in an episode of this
I
podcast,
feel
we're not
like-
completely shitting on this.
I feel like maybe like Kentaro Miura was like writing himself into a hole, a little bit in
What
the
makes you
corner,
say
like
that?
writing himself in the corner a little bit. Maybe that's why, yeah, like because like because of the hiatus, it's like, oh, how do I continue from here? There's a lot of shit going on. How do I continue from here?
Yeah,
like-
but like, I don't know. I don't know. It never really felt like the story like wasn't going somewhere. It had some parts that were slow, yeah, but like there was always like a goal.
No, I'm saying
know.
like oh, this shit's so good. How do you write yourself in like he must be writing himself into a hole. That's how I
Yeah.
was,
it could also be like burnout causing these hiatuses because he has
Yeah.
to do the art and everything. Also,
Yeah, he only I guess was relatively recently started using like actual like computer drawing
Computer
and
drawings.
computer aided drawing and shit, as well as like actually having assistants. Like that's fairly recent development, which is why I think like towards the ass end of the boat arc, as well as the like the whole Fairy Island
Right.
arc, it's very like it has a much more like I guess I'd say traditional like anime and manga look, because Berserk had a very unique art style.
Right.
There's few things that kind of look similar, but it was very much its own thing. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss Berserk. It's gonna be rough without it. It's
I
just
can't
so
go
good.
on.
Can't go on. It's so sad.
I gotta
seeing-
commit seppuku.
I can't. It's so sad seeing it end. Like at this point, it's like, oh,
Yeah, this is not the ending I could have seen coming.
please God, no.
We got the bad
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah, honestly. We used to continue, so now we got the bad ending.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm content with rereading them. Dude, honestly, I don't know what the deal is. If it doesn't have anything to do with Kentaro Miura, it usually ends up like either just kind of mediocre or terrible when it comes to Berserk.
They just
Like,
can't understand it.
Can't
Like-
understand it, yeah.
here- I just don't get it. Like the '90s anime, decent, you know, it's okay. Susumu Hirasawa fucking killed it. I've already said all that before. 2000s anime, better, kind of weird 3D CG blend, but it still works. 2016 was dog shit. I don't know if you guys heard about or read the novel that was put out.
I heard about
no.
it.
I can't remember exactly who wrote it. I think it was actually like a big author, but he wrote a novel about Grunbeld, the apostle that turns into a dragon and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
Really?
Horrible. It's awful.
Ugh.
It's
doo-doo?
so bad. It's so incredibly bad.
Have you read it?
like, I've read little bits of it. I've read little bits and then watched a few videos on it. Like, I was like, like I watched a video and I was like, "There's no way it's this bad." I started reading. I was like, "Well, it's actually this bad." And then I started watching more videos. Like, why is it this bad? It's insane. Please read it. Please read as much of it as you can before you pass out, because it's honestly incredible. It's so fucking bad. It's honestly kind of dizzying in its fucking like atrociousness.
Yeah.
The video games are boring, honestly.
Aren't they like mostly just hack and slash games?
Yeah, but like that's to be expected. And hack and slash games can be fun. Like, and there's a certain like visceral enjoyment that you get from hack and slash games, especially with Berserk, because big sword goes swoosh swoosh.
Yeah.
But like, it's just fucking Dynasty Warriors. Like literally, the PS4 game is just a Dynasty Warriors game with Berserk over it. It's like the same engine, same developers. It's Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors isn't fun. Sorry for all you Dynasty Warriors fans out there.
No, I was
the
gonna
games
say,
aren't
like,
fun.
how can that be fun? It's just hack and slash, and then like all they do for the games, it's kind of like FIFA. It's all they do to the games is just reskin them. That's all they do.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's like
hack and slashes can be fun. Devil
Yeah.
May Cry,
Devil May Cry,
Nier.
I
Well, I mean,
played
Nier's
it.
kind of
I
it's
don't
kind
play
of got some
it. I
weird
don't play
bullet
it.
hell
I don't
elements.
play
But
many
the hack and
hack and
slashes can be
slashes.
fun.
But like,
I don't know.
fucking FIFA looking ass.
Yeah, yeah. Dynasty Warriors is very much like the FIFA of fucking of like hack and slash RPG games, because they're literally all the fucking same. It's insane.
Yeah.
Fucking
membrane?
dude, fucking Legend of Zelda got a
Yeah, they got a hack and slash.
Hack
a
and
Dynasty
slash?
Warriors game. They got a Dynasty
Really?
Warriors game. It's from the same engine, same people. It's Hyrule Warriors. They
It's
got
like
a Dynasty
it's like
Warriors
those
game. It's the exact same
Chinese
shit.
like knockoff games. They put like the 300 game in one, like 300 games in one
Oh
combo.
yeah.
They all they do is just like retitle
Super
it and
Game
reskin
Pal.
it. Yeah, that's all they do is fucking recolor it and reskin it. That's all they fucking do.
I don't know. I why the fuck are we talking about Dynasty Warriors? I mean, I guess
Because
it
we were
kinda makes
talking
sense,
about
but, like,
Berk.
Yeah,
the
don't-
Berserk game, yeah. But like at the same time, we're kind of going a bit too in depth on Dynasty Warriors.
Well, I don't know.
I
It's
don't-
like nothing really much to talk about because I think we got through
Yeah.
everything.
We kind of
Yeah.
exhausted all of our.
We didn't really talk about.
Thoughts
We
on
just talked. We just
Berserk?
said like.
The sad thing is, when it comes to talking about the Berserk anime, you already know
It's
what
a
you're gonna
solid
say.
15 minutes of conversation.
Yeah, you are the most interesting and I guess in-depth conversation you can have is like third-party media and the manga, and that's mostly what we've talked about.
Yeah. So
Alright.
instead, don't watch the animes. Watch the no, I don't watch it. I mean, 2010 one was alright.
Yeah. So read the manga first, then
Manga's
watch it.
really good.
Don't do what I did. I watched the 90s one, then I watched the 2016 one, and then I read the manga. Don't do what I did. Read the manga first, watch the 90s one if just for the music, but you can still find some enjoyment. It's kind of campy and fun at some points.
Yeah.
Then watch the 2010 ones, and then reread Berserk.
I'm probably gonna reread Berserk
forever.
after this, honestly.
Yeah, just reread it forever. There's not gonna be any good third-party media for Berserk, and I don't think there ever will be. Just keep reading it. You'll find new things that you like didn't notice before, like little details in the art or the dialogue.
Yeah.
All right, well, this one was for Kentaro Miura. Love you, bud. I'll miss
Yeah.
you.
Pour one out for a homie.
Yeah,
Pouring out for homie.
Pouring out for Kentaro Miura, one of the greatest generations of all or greatest geniuses of all time.
Bro, may his
For
soul
once.
rest in peace.
Yeah, I'll
Once we
miss
do
him.
it, we do an episode where we don't completely shit on the topic we're
Yeah,
discussing.
exactly.
Yeah, and-
Well, I mean, we did shit on the animes and shit, but like the thing is, at least for me, I just have a lot of reverence for fucking Berserk. It's my shit.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's one of the ones that mangas I actually really like.
Okay,
Yeah,
Juju, we had your episode.
Juju,
Now
we
it's
had
gonna
your
be-
episode.
It's
My
gonna be
episode.
Caber's
Your
turn.
Yeah, this is my episode.
I don't know what my episode is.
just pick one.
Just pick one.
Just pick an anime that you really like, and then we can talk about it.
Out of our
Uh,
predetermined
Or
list.
or you could talk about it, and then we'll just kind of sit here because that's what we did here.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Well, pouring out for Kentaro Miura. This has been Bad Taste and Hot Takes. I'm Shushu. I'm joined here by Caber. Say goodbye, Caber.
Bye bye. Read the manga, please. It's really good.
Okay. Yeah, that's good advice. And Sawsome. Say goodbye, Sawsome.
Bye. Don't watch 2016.
Yeah, don't watch 2016.
Thanks, Christian.
Thanks, Christian. Featuring
Alright.
Christian.
Well, we'll catch you guys next week. Next week, Sasuke! We're watching Naruto.
Season 1 only. Season 1. Season 1.
We're watching season 1, not Shippuden, because Shippuden's apparently actually good. We're watching season 1, bitches.
Season 1.
And don't
Bye.
give us a
Also, I
shit. It
can't
gets
get-
good as season
Bye.
5.
I
No,
can't get
no.
fucked. I can't be fucked with. Bye bye.